Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? I can see Preet was here, Pankri is here, who else is here? Chicken is here. So, how's everyone doing? I can see there are 12 people here. Rishik is here now. You're good? Enjoying without having no tuition for 2 weeks, Pankri? Enjoying life? Pankri and Preet won't be so happy as they are today. Hi, Vivek. So, how is everyone doing? Are you guys preparing for 11 plus? Or you just, I'm here. Oh, yeah, I saw you, you're here. Welcome, everyone. So, you don't feel so well. So, what happened to you, Preet? Preet is missing me. That's why she's not feeling well. So, you're preparing for 11 plus. That's good. That's really nice. All of you are preparing for 11 plus. Your entrances are almost there now. Are you guys scared about 11 plus, or are you guys scared? You got very nervous. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Just believe in yourself, and then everything will be fine. Just believe in yourself, all of you, and all of you would be doing absolutely well. Very nervous and scared, a bit nervous. Yes. Pankri, I can't imagine you be nervous. You're my brave girl. You can't be nervous. All of you are, don't need to be scared. The temperature, oh, I know the temperature on Monday is going to be 30 degrees. I like your name, Cookie Ice Cream. Really a nice one. You need to have lots and lots of drinks now. It's going to be really, really hot on Monday. Have some lot of water and lot of things. I finished 2 comprehensions and 1 maths paper. You've done all of this since morning. Wow. That's nice. Did you guys try doing the English challenge or the 19 degrees today? 19 is fine. I think it's going to be really, really hot on Monday, Tuesday. So should we start your creative writing now? I did not announce any winners for last week because I only received 3 creative writings. That's it, nothing else. So I will combine this week and last week creative writings, and I will give you guys the certificates for this weekend. So try doing the creative writings. Yes, Rishik, I saw yours. You sent me, Mathuna sent me, and there was one other girl who sent me. That's it. I just received 3 creative writings. That's it. That was so bad. No one else tried doing creative writing for me. So try doing creative writing. Maybe the topic this week would be more interesting for you guys to do it than last week. I will not have a creative writing class on a Saturday anymore because we are starting our ALT classes back next week. So we won't have creative writing class next weekend like you guys were having this from 2 weeks. So I'll try doing your creative writing class something in the week next week than the weekend because I'm really busy now. From next week, ALT classes are starting. So I'll be having classes on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. 4 days continuously. So I'll manage to do something for you guys in the middle. So, should we start sharing the screen so you guys can see what topic we are doing today? I can see there are 21 who have joined us, and there are very less who are just chatting with me. So, let's just start sharing the screen so you guys know what we're doing today. Ashmi is not here today. Katie, who doesn't like me, is not here today. So, let's start doing sharing the screen for you all. Wow. Hi, Vivek. I think so. You can read the screen now. Let's start. Yeah, let's start now. So, today, before starting the creative writing topic, I want to tell you that in creative writing, we have done so many classes now. We started creative writing classes from all the way back from April. And if you guys are new to our channel, I would highly recommend you guys to go back and look at the other topics, what we have covered, because we have covered lots and lots and lots of topics for 11 plus. And hopefully, all of you would be really confident in writing creative writings, writing a letter, writing descriptive writing. So, we have made you guys expert in all the things. Maybe next week I'll show you some of the good creative writings I have received throughout from your colleagues, your friends. They were really nice. I can show you from the beginning so all of you can have a little idea what to write in your creative writing. So today what we are going to do in creative writing is creating atmosphere in descriptive writing. What do you understand by atmosphere? So basically, they are saying the objectives is understand how writers can create the atmosphere of the text through language they choose. So the language is the main thing in your descriptive writing. So if your language is really simple, you won't get so many marks. So you have to be as descriptive as possible. Be able to create atmosphere in your own writing. So basically, in creative writing, they're telling you that you should understand about the atmosphere. If you look at this picture, what do you think about this picture? What do you think the atmosphere is in this picture? So if you guys tell me about the atmosphere in this picture, how would you try to describe this picture? Hi, Amani. Amani is here. So, what do you think about the atmosphere in this picture? So, try doing it and tell me about. If you look at the picture, you can see that the atmosphere in this picture is, if they tell you about describe the atmosphere in the picture, I can see that it must be a seaside or something. It's getting little dark. So I can see, yeah, murky brown water shivers. That's a good one. Use alliterations and descriptions, adjectives. Think about structure of sentences as well. So you're right. So it's basically you need to have everything, but when they tell you the creating atmosphere in the descriptive writing, that's your objectives. So basically you need to have a really good atmosphere when you're describing yours. Let's go on the next one and see what exactly do they mean by this. So they're saying what is descriptive writing. So you have done so much. What do you think is descriptive writing? To describe something basically. What features can you use to help you to create a scene or characters for the reader? So basically, they're telling you in descriptive writing, you need to help you to create a scene or character for the reader. So you have to create your own characters. What other features of writing do you need to remember to use? So what do you think what other things you need to remember? What features basically they're asking you? They're just asking you what other features of writing do you need to remember to use? What is the writing you normally need to use in a descriptive writing? Vivek, I agree with you. Your topic, your points are good. But they are saying when you're writing a descriptive writing, you have to be as descriptive as possible. Rishik has given a really good one. He says you should remember that you have a personifications, alterations, means metaphors, imaginary, and ends. So these are the things you should remember. Your descriptive writing should have all of this, and you should also create a character. I keep saying you guys that you should have a character in your writing, something which is always should be there, because if you don't have a character in your descriptive writing, you won't come to know about this. Now we are back to this picture. What is the atmosphere? How would you describe the mood of the image and why? So basically, the way you're describing the image means it's the character. Like in this image, what do you think is the mood of the image? Do you think it's a happy image? Do you think it's a sad image? Or do you think it's a calm? Rishik said it's a calm one. Yes, Swati, I agree with you. Descriptive writing is using good language. You should have all four. And remember about your senses, which I keep telling you. All your descriptive writing should have your five senses in it. You should describe all the five senses: what do you hear, what do you see, what do you feel. Everything should be in your senses. So let's concentrate on this picture now. What do you think is the mood of this picture and why? Scary. I don't think so. This picture is scary. You can't say scary. There's nothing scary in this one. Something else to describe the picture? Think about a minute and try describing this picture. We are basically describing the atmosphere in this picture. The atmosphere in this picture doesn't look so scary. Shraddha said it's gromsy. I agree with her. Vivek has given a good one. Vivek says, I think the mood of the picture, it is very distressed and a bit depressing because of the darkness. Rishik said it's nature. Vivek again says I think the mood of the picture is very distressed and a bit depressing because of the darkness. Calm and sad, grey, grimy. What else? What else can you describe the picture basically? There's any other way you can describe the picture? It's in the blues. What else? What else can you describe? It is blue. It's anyone else describing the picture? I'm waiting for more. There are 23 people who have joined me, and there are only 4 who are giving me ideas. Can anyone else give me ideas? Look at the picture. It's very present where I can be myself. That's good. Any other way of describing the picture? Remember, all of you are describing the picture, the atmosphere in the picture. So think about it. How would you do it? How would you describe it? It's affecting and very passionate the feeling of humans. That's good. Anyone else describing the picture? I'm still waiting for you guys to do it for me. I walked, Pankri, that's a good one. I walked across the dock. I looked around. No one was there. It was silent. Then, out of a blue, a black wash came over me. I fell into despair. Despair. That's a good one, Pankri. Pankri, that's a good way of describing it. Anyone else describing the picture for me? Still waiting for all of you. Keep describing it. Comforting. Okay. So you guys have described the picture. They are saying, how would you describe the mood of this picture? So basically, you're describing the mood of the picture. The mood of the picture is little depressing because it looks like it's getting dark and there's no one there. So if you're imagining something like this comes in your dream, you're having a dream maybe. I'm just saying because we are trying to build up a scene in this. And in this, if you look at the rocks and things, I will just zoom in the picture for you guys a little bit so you can see a little more what's happening here. It can give you a little more idea about what's happening. So you can look at the picture more clearly now. And now you can tell me what did you see now? See now. I can see that there's nobody there. Good. Preet has given me a good one. It's peaceful. The water is running slowly. This is a very depressing as dark and good. So you guys know how to describe a picture basically how, and if you look at the rocks and things, and if you look at the sea, it looks so silent. It's like it's a very this place is a very depressing place. Nobody goes here. Maybe they are scared. You can write your own descriptive writing in this one. You can create your own descriptive writing saying that the place looks like it's a haunted place. Nobody comes here for the fear of falling in the sea or something. Or you can also create like a scary story, like a ghost coming behind you when you go here, and it feels like somebody's going to push you in the water. So you always get this, like one of your dreams coming in your dreams. This picture comes in your dreams, and you get really, really scared. So you can create your own story like this, which can be really interesting for the audience to have a look and see what you guys are saying. That's a nice one. Another one is here. No essence of life, as if all the life and color has been washed out. Yeah, so basically nobody likes going here. Maybe this is something has happened here that everybody's scared to go here. It's so silent. You can, if you are doing descriptive writing, you can use words like you can only hear the birds and nothing, no other sounds than the birds or the water sound. You could only hear the water sound, no other sound could be heard here. The place is haunted place. Nobody likes going here. Everybody's scared to go here. Like Vivek has given, it's a lonely, isolated. So basically, you can describe the place as much as you all can do it. I'll zoom out a little bit now. What else they are saying? Now, see how normally you use the word mood in your creative writing, in your descriptive writing, basically. You can change the atmosphere of a piece of writing. Slamming the door behind her, Mrs. Brooke stormed into the classroom. Outside the window, lightning flashed wildly and the thunder roared with anger. Homework out now, she screamed. So, what do you think the mood of the teacher is in the first one? So, what do you think the mood of the teacher is in the first one? I think the teacher's mood in the first one is she's really angry because the children have not done their homework or something. Yeah, she's angry and furious. And look at the second one now. Closing the door gently, Mrs. Brooke ran into the room. Outside the window, the sun shone, glittering the treetops with a golden hue, and birds tweeted happily. Have you got your homework, children? She asked calmly. So, what do you think the mood of the teacher is in the first two? I think so. The teacher is really angry in the first one. In the second one, she tried to be as calm as was happy and kind. Yeah, you can use that. So they are just giving you some examples how to use the mood in your creative writing. Happy and kind. So in which one, if you were describing the mood of the teacher, which mood you think is better, the first one or the second one? It is very angry. It's sweet and calm. Okay. So that's the mood of the story basically. Happy and kind like a dolphin. You know, Preet Ishita loves dolphins. She would like your sentence. Second is a better mood. Mine is okay, I guess. Sorry, Vivek, I didn't get that. What do you mean my mine is okay, I guess? So basically, they're telling you what type of mood you should write in your descriptive writing. You should also have your speech marks. This is something I have seen in all of you who send me your creative writings. All of you lack behind writing speech marks. Try writing some speech marks also in your creative writing. My description. Oh, okay. So if you try writing little bit of speech marks in your creative writing, that's also really good. Vivek, your what you wrote was good. So basically, they are telling you in a creative writing, I like this one, happy and kind like a bird. That's good one. So basically, in creative writing, you have to be as descriptive as possible. So we had looked the mood of the teacher in both of them. Over to you now. Choose a situation, walking to school or being at a football match, and describe it in two different moods, creating different atmosphere. So now again, you guys have another task to do now. You have to choose a situation that you're walking to school or you are at a football match. I think so. The boys would like choosing a football match and the girls would prefer walking to school. Describe it the two different moods creating different atmospheres. So you need to describe two different moods you have when you're walking to school or you're at the football match. Let's see. I'll give you guys 2 minutes and try describing the both the moods now. Let's see how will you guys do it. I'm just waiting for you guys to give me some. There are two situations you have. One is you're walking to school or being at a football match. Anyways, let's go on with the class. It is an atmosphere, positive and negative. Okay, let's go with the two moods, Vivek. What do you think? Walking to school or being at a football match? Someone describing the football match. That's a good one. My heart was pounding rapidly, banging against my chest. Our team was losing. Another one for the football match. Oh, that's for walking to school. Walking to school, there must not be any crazyism because the football match, everyone is cheating and shouting. More like a coach. Vivek, which one are you describing? Are you describing a football match or are you describing walking to school? Which one of these two you're describing? Excited, overexcited, jumble, calm, alone, and isolate. They are the nice ones, but just waiting to see what you're describing. Are you describing the football match or are you describing walking to school? You need to choose a situation, any one of them, walking to school or being at a football match. My anger slowly floated away, my blood relaxed. In which one? Which one are you guys choosing? Also, let me tell me that. Another football match by Preet. Preet, that's good. Come on, girls, yelled Mr. Smith, guiding the girls to victory while the girls were playing football. Walking to school, okay. The one to school. So, if you're choosing the situation, walking to school, I think you guys could also tell me you're walking to school and what did you hear? What did you see? What about the atmosphere? There were what route did you take? Were there children on your route? Was the atmosphere exciting? Did you have fun going to school? So you have to create a scene here, and because you're walking to school, there are so many things would have come. And if you're writing about football match and you're choosing the situation of the football match, you should always choose that how's the mood in the football match. If the team is winning, your mood would be happy. If the team is losing, your mood would not be happy. Same thing when you're walking to school, your parents are telling you, come on, you're getting late. Let's walk to school fast. You are going through the park or something else. You can talk about the like you are the only one who's walking and you can see opposite side there are cars which are stuck in the traffic. You can describe the traffic, the horning of the cars, everything when you're walking to school. So these are the things I would have imagined you all writing it down and telling me now. I heard an orchestra of quavers and chirps. The air smelled like, yeah, that's good. You should also tell about the air because you're walking to school, and obviously when you're walking to school, it'll be in the morning. So the atmosphere would be really nice and the air would be fresh. and the sun would be coming out. Vivek, but if you're walking to school with your parents, I don't think so. Walking to school would be calm, alone, isolate, because there are other children also which come along who are not your friends, but you can still see them walking to school alongside with you. So the atmosphere would not be alone and isolate when you're walking to school. The birds chirp peacefully as me and Amelie and me. It's never me and Amelie. Always remember that, Preet. This is a common mistake everyone does. You never write me and my friends, you always write my friends and I. The Giants. Rashik's one is the gentle breeze is as fresh as a daisy. That's a good one. Another one, you're creating this different atmospheres. So try doing different atmospheres when you're walking to school and you're looking at the football match. You can also describe both of them together. The football match, the atmosphere was most exciting because you had something to look forward for, and going to school was as normal day as you always have, or you could say the other way. In the football match, it's the same routine. Somebody wins and somebody lose. But in the school, we'll have a new topic. You're excited. In your mind, you're having to imagine what you're going to do in school. If it's your first day, how many friends will you make? Because you're walking to school. That's your first time after lockdown. You're walking to school. You are scared because after lockdown, walking to school is something you all will be little scared, but then you'll get used to it. Football match is excited. Chubli walking to school, it's calm. The school atmosphere around the school gate. Children were so excited after a long summer vacation and lockdown. You can write that. You're excited, overexcited. Chubli walking to school can trigger national fresh something. And you could hear the children celebrating going back to school after such a long time. They had a good atmosphere. The teachers were excited to get you guys back. Shilpa, that's a good one. Cars were zooming past me as I was walking across the path. Preet has got a lot of ideas saying that the hustle and bustle, going to school, the parents give a sign of relief as they do no longer have to take care of the. What should we do for the picture? I'll let you know, don't worry about that. So it's basically we'll be describing, you can, we'll be doing from this one for your homework what Vivek was asking, because I prefer this one than the picture because it has more ideas for you all than this. We'll be doing this for homework, Vivek. You need to choose a situation, walking to school or being at a football match, and describe it in two different modes, creating different atmosphere. So basically, you will be doing this for your creative writing this week. Read mine. I think I did read yours. So in school, it's not a million bricks, but the thousand hearts. You basically need to choose a situation. And remember, in your descriptive writing, can any one of you tell me what are the five senses? Let's see if you guys remember the five senses or you have forgot what the five senses are. What do you guys have to say? Smell, that's the first one. Another one, good. Touch, taste, smell, and hear. There are five senses, that's good. Feel, that's a good one. Touch, taste, smell, and hear. And remember, walking to school, all of you know it. You all are so clever. So basically, when you guys are doing about you're doing about descriptive writing, you have to be really, really, really descriptive as possible. Like in this one, choose a situation, walking to school or being at a football match. Walking to school is like walking to happiness. Rishik, that's a really good one. So basically, when you're doing walking to school, always remember that walking to school, you could also write about, you wrote about the teachers, you wrote about the kids, you can also say about the anxiety. Because if you're going to school for the first time, or you're going to your secondary school for the first time and you're walking to school, you will have some anxiety. Anxiety means you'll have some feelings which are happy and which are not so little nervous. You'll be feeling little nervous thinking what your day is. So you could also say that walking to school with my anxiety, I did realize that I banged into a car, and the person in the car was really, really nice, and I apologized, but he said it's fine, something like that, to make the readers really interesting to read your creative writing. And if you're talking about a football match, you could also say that it was the first time you were allowed to watch a football match in the stadium. You were really excited to go to the stadium to watch the football match, but all your anxiety, all your excitement came down when you didn't get a seat or something, and then you had to watch the full match standing, and then you thought that it was a better idea, I could have watched the match on my TV screen itself than coming all the way watching a football match. So you could create different moods, different scenes, what's happening. Like Rishik has written here, walking to school is like making dreams more than the night sky has states. So basically, you could write about anything. Like, look here. Preet has written one. The green grass was stained, and stun marks the grin of the channels as they shoulder bargain each other. Yes, that's a good one. You could also do that. That's a really good one. You could also do that. I can't see the Facebook user's name, but your idea is really good. I would go for that. So basically, you could write that. I remember that when I was your age, I had descriptive writing to write about my first flight, flying my first flight. So I had to write everything, how I felt the first day when I was flying in the plane, how nervous I was, and all that stuff. So you could have something like that also in your descriptive writing, in your creative writing. You have to think about your things when you're first going somewhere or something like that. Pankri, I didn't get what you're writing. It's YFG. I don't know what it is. The green grass is a sea of gold. Walking to school is like floating to paradise. That's good. So basically, imagine that there'll be so many kids who are sitting for 11 plus. Your creative writing and your descriptive writing should be something really, really different from others and unique. And there's one thing, remember, in your creative writings, in your 11 plus, you would also have you would also be told to plan something. They will tell you to plan your creative writing or descriptive writing. So I hope you guys have done a little bit of planning. You know what planning is in creative writing? So I might do a week, next week, I might do something planning for you, how to plan your creative writing. Planning is always should be before you do your creative writing. And you should also show your planning, because in Kent, you will normally have that with your creative writing. Please show your planning also. So if something like this comes, you have to be aware. So you have to be aware of for doing planning. So planning is something which is really important in your 11 plus. So you have to, in your planning should be everything in the planning should be the same what you write in your descriptive or your creative writing. So if you are writing about anything about your feelings, any of the things, you should try doing it in your planning first, because planning is something you'll all will be given marks for. And then comes your creative writing. Pankri will be doing planning more, because in Kent you have it, but in Kent they never mark the creative writing, but still you should know how to do the planning, then starting your creative writing. So next week I'll make a point of telling you guys how to do your planning. But this week, let's stick to the things what you guys are doing. But this is something you have to think about planning, because I don't want you guys, when you see the 11 plus entrance paper, it says that plan your creative writing, and all of you would be absolutely plan. What do you mean by plan your creative writing? Let's see what you guys are doing. Preet has written the football field was as big as the sparkly Atlantic Ocean shining in the sea. That's a good one. Sensing working, I've done that. All of you have done really nice creative writing. You all are really, 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 really clever kids. But when it comes to sending it to me, nobody does. Except Reshik is only one or two of you do it, and rest of you don't do it. Remember to send your creative writing. The last day would be Wednesday. If you're new and you don't know where to send your creative writing, the email address is on the screen. Please try sending me your creative writing on this email address. I If your writing is really good, you can write down. If you think your writing is not so good, you can type and send it to me on this email address. And this week we'll be taking the creative writing from last week and this week. So The certificates will be given from 2 weeks creative writing because I did not get the creative writing from last week. So we'll be giving the certificates from 2 weeks creative writing last week and this week. So try writing your creative writing. Is a good practice for you guys for your 11 plus entrances, which are not less than a month now for all of you. And if you are giving super selective schools, you all will have creative writing. And for the ones who are giving Kent, you will also have creative writing. I know it won't be marked, but still, it's a good practice to do it. And send it to me. I'll stop sharing my screen now. So all of you know what's happening next. I have liked your video. That's good. What's the topic? Shilpa, the topic is the one what we were doing. It's this one here. Walking to school or being at a football match and describe it in two different moods, creating different atmospheres. So you have to compare both the topics. You have to compare walking to school and at a football match. You have to describe both of them. Remember, like you were describing one with me, it should not be that way. It should be both. You need to describe the moods of both the topics. Sorry, both the things. And that's the only thing. And I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you guys on Monday. We'll try doing, I think so. We did English last week and we did maths last week. So next week we can do something what all of you like, verbal reasoning. So we can start doing verbal reasoning next week on Monday. So I'll see you guys back on Monday at 6 o'clock after your school. And don't forget to like the video if you have not. And I'll see you guys back on Monday now. Preet, send me your creative writing because you are giving midway and you do have creative writing in midway. Yeah? I have liked it. Bye, Ashima. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely rest of the weekend, and I'll see you guys back on Monday.